Good morning and welcome to this brief introduction on tourism. This video will discuss answers to the following key questions. What is tourism? How do we define who a tourist is? And why do people travel? As part of the explanation of answers, we will refer to global tourism, statistics provided by the WTO. We will look at some examples of tourism in the South Pacific. We will discuss some reasons why people travel not only around the world, but in the South Pacific as well. What is tourism? If we are to understand the nature, the scope, the impact, the magnitude of tourism, we need to know the definition. The United Nations World Tourism Organization defines tourism as the activities of people, persons traveling outside his or her usual place of residence for over 24 hours and less than a year for the purposes of leisure, business and other reasons. So you can see from the definition of tourism that there are three elements that make up the definition. Number one, it refers to travel outside a person's residence. Number two, the duration is over 24 hours but under 1 year. And the purpose is for leisure, for holiday, for conferences, or for other purposes like sports, or visiting friends and family. So it's the world's largest industry, covering the 5 A's as we call it, which includes transportation, accommodation, attractions, activities and amenities. In 2018, 1.4 billion people traveled around the world, as you can see from the screen. Out of the 1.4 billion, 3.1 million people came to the South Pacific. They were mainly from Australia, New Zealand, the United States and Europe. From the screen, you can see the scope and magnitude of the scale of tourism. As we said before, in 2018, an estimated 1.4 billion people traveled around the world. Many tourists visited Europe, United States, Canada, Mexico, South America, the Middle East, Africa, and our very own region of the Asia Pacific region, which includes countries in the South Pacific. So imagine the number of hotels required to accommodate 1.4 billion people, and the number of planes required to transport these people, the number of meals, breakfast, lunch and dinner, required to serve 1.4 billion people, and also the number of activities that are required to service 1.4 billion people. The next question we will answer is, who is a tourist? If I caught a taxi from Nadi to Suva to meet my family, would I be classified as a tourist? If I traveled to Singapore to watch a rugby game, would I be called a tourist? Again, we look at the United Nations World Tourism Organization definition, and they define a tourist as a person who travels to a country outside their normal residence for at least one night in less than a year for the purpose of leisure, business and other reasons. We can gauge from the definition that a tourist can either be domestic, traveling within a country, or international, traveling across international borders. As you can see from the slide, a tourist can travel for many reasons. So why do people travel? People travel for different purposes or reasons. As we can see from the slide, there are many reasons why people travel. They can go and visit friends and family. They can go and take part or attend or be part of a sports tourism event, for example the Olympics, the Hong Kong Rugby Sevens or World Cup Soccer, which is held every 4 years around the world. People also travel to attend meetings, conferences, exhibitions, and they also travel for special occasions like weddings, honeymoon and anniversaries. To conclude, tourism is a major global economic activity covering transportation, accommodation, food and beverage, entertainment, activities and amenities. People travel for many reasons, and tourism will continue to grow into the future as economies grow and people have the means to travel. Thank you.